Tarek, the story we hear in the news again and again, some organization had some cloud setting misconfigured and then the dams broke open and it was just literally one setting. How does something this small cause so many problems?
It's a multiple systemic type of failures that kind of went unchecked. First of all, the environment of shared services and the fact that you have multiple cooks in the kitchen. Automation tends to also increase the blast radius, something that might be very, very minuscule and overlooked might propagate in a much bigger way. Assuming that everything is predefined in terms of access is a fallacy. You have processes that are getting circumvented for any number of reasons. It's just multiple things that have gone unchecked for a very long time.
It's a lot of little things that come to what we perceive as to be the one stupid mistake. Yes?
Correct. Absolutely.
Let's just start with the big one. What's the biggest issue you see that this keeps happening?
Does the organization have enough tech debt and complexity that's built up to even realize that they have this problem, right? And do they have the actual knowledge and the kind of experience from the past scars, if you will, to recognize that these problems are going to even be bigger from a cloud, when we start to apply them into cloud infrastructure.
Are we now in a situation of we have to build resilience, knowing that there's always going to be a situation of misconfigurations?
If you're doing all the proper things, if you are, crossing your T's and dotting your I's on a regular basis, that it's not going to propagate, it's not going to get to the point where it's going to be problematic. So it's more of a function of an ongoing type of almost hygiene that you have to do on a regular basis.
When you do have these situations of bad permissions, they're not big problems, they're small problems. Am I reading that correctly?
That and you're more likely to pick them up before they become much bigger problems. If you have more of a continuous type of checking or hygiene in place to ensure that there's no misconfigurations, that you have proper alignment between what security defines as best practices and how the operational side of the house is actually implementing those things. It takes a lot of effort. There has to be a better way to manage this hygiene, both from a security perspective as well as from an ongoing compliance perspective as well.
Awesome, Tarek. Well, guess what? We're going to be talking about this very issue this Friday. That's July 28th. It's going to be hacking bad permissions. Here's all the information you need to know.